right. Let's talk about getting to know ourselves. And you go, what? I know me. Well, see, we know a version of us. We know what other people have told us we are. We know uh, what we think we want to be based on society or, YouTube or Twitter or even Instagram, right? But getting to know the inner you is your job, right? I mean, a lot of people go to psychologists to find out who they are and why they keep doing certain things that they do, keep repeating certain patterns. But you can do that without paying $50 for a half hour. You can ask a question about yourself and then meditate on it or pray on it, whichever one you want to do. Okay? And you can get to know the inner you because the inner you wants to wake up. Your inner you, your soul came here for a purpose. It chose your beautiful body to have a human experience. And it can only do that if you communicate with it. I personally, in the morning, I always tell myself that I can and will do more than I've ever done before. And then I ask my inner spirit, what more can I do? What more do you want to do today? Now, I didn't always do this. I had to grow and learn. And yes, life is duality. We're going to do things that don't fit us. We're going to do things that don't feel good to us. We're going to do things or accept people's advice that don't help us fit where we belong or where we believe we belong. And then, but when you I was going to say something else, and then when you don't feel comfortable with who you are, you really have to ask who you are. So I say in the morning, I can and will do more than I've ever done before. I can and I will enjoy every moment of me being and becoming. I am here in this body to experience life. I am here to experience with God. So, are you asking yourself any questions? Okay, I know the people that are on my Instagram that are sharing these inspirational moments. I know they do. And I know you listen to them. And I know the new people that are joining me, they're joining me because they heard something that woke up their soul. Now you get to ask your soul a question about you. Now you get to answer your inner spirit a question about you. Now you get to ask God, who is having a human experience with you, about you. What's your question? Mine was, what is my purpose here? And I think that's most everyone's question. What is my purpose here? It's not to just live willy-nilly. What am I here for? And everybody is going to have a different purpose. Not everybody is going to be called to service or called to inspire or called to motivate. Some people are called to be creative in their arts, and some people are called to be creative in their aptitude and in their bringing electricity to the world, or bringing new computers to the world, or being leading people into the leading era of a new dawn, right? We're all here for a different purpose, but if you don't know your purpose, you don't get to live your best life ever. And it's talking to yourself. And you go, not talking to yourself like walking around talking to yourself, but getting still and asking yourself certain questions every morning. What am I expanding to? If this is pure energy, who am I in this pure energy? You get to ask these questions. People don't have to tell you who you are. You get to ask, who you are, and your inner spirit is going to lead you to that perfect right answer. But you have to be the catalyst that starts it. And remember, we live in this duality. So you have to be diligent in seeing and hearing the things that go on around you that affect you. And feeling is the language of your spirit. So if you're feeling something that doesn't feel good, that means you need to talk to your spirit and find out why it doesn't feel good to you and where that could possibly lead you. Because the path of least resistance allows you to be who you are. See, you can't resist what feels bad to you. You can open your arms and you can say, I acknowledge that you are not a great feeling. What is it that I need to learn from you? And then go in. Because what is in is out. And what is out is in. If you're in line with your soul, if you're in line with the questions that you need to ask yourself about you, and not your best friend, and not your mother, and not your sister, and not your brother, and not your co-worker, and not anybody else that might have a picture of who they believe you are, you get down to who you are. And you ask you. And you meditate on it. Sometimes it may take 5 minutes. Sometimes you might meditate for 5 minutes for months and months and months. But I guarantee you that your spirit, your soul that you were given is going to lead you to who you are. Because that's where creation starts. Knowing who you are, being aware of who you are and what you want to do and where you want to go and where you want to take it. And first and foremost, where you came from. You came from the realm of absolute, or you can call it heaven, or you can call it God's consciousness, but you were a part of that before you came into this physical body, into this duality of life. And once you start to place yourself and ask yourself those questions, you get to find out who you really are. And I know that you're going to find out that you're a deep, luscious, delicious soul creating your path and your journey. And your excited body is going to move like it's never moved before. And you're going to create like you've never created before, because you are aware of who you are and where you're going and what you're doing. But it starts with you. It always starts with you. What follows your I ams every single second of every single minute of every single hour of every single day creates who you are and what you are and where you're going and how much of you want to expand. Every single I am. First, you got to find out who you are. Then you start saying those I ams. I am resilient. I am loving. I am kind. I am generous. I am hopeful. I am caring. I am creative. I am excited. And you become that. You become that. I am creative. I am full of generosity. I am full of love and kindness. I am full of prosperity. I am full of abundance. I live in abundance. I live in joy. I live in peace. I live. You get to be who you are. You get to go where you want to go. You get to do what you want to do. But first, you've got to know who you are. First, you got to know why your inner spirit came to you in this body. And if you're going through a lot of negative stuff, your inner spirit is calling you to the opposite of whatever that negativity is. So sit down. Go within. Go deep. Shed all fear and just relax into it. Your inner spirit is going to lead you on the path of least resistance, and I guarantee you, you're going to explode with excitement of who you are and where you're going and what you're going to do and what you were called to do. So have a blessed day. Do your I ams every morning. Every time you think about them, do your I ams. Do who you are. I can do this. I will do this. I will be this. I am this. I am that. Be you. Have a blessed day today. Create big. Have a beautiful thought. Ask that thought. Ask that thought if it is for your greater good. If it resonates with you in your inner spirit, then say it out loud to the universe. Allow it in and receive. Have a blessed day.